Hey, I'm going to talk about Pisces moon today. And if you're interested in astrology-based life coaching, therapy, or forecasts that have, all of the sign shifts and aspects that are going on within a month, I'm doing both of those things. Right now they're on Patreon. I'll find a better way to format them, but if you're interested in that, then check it out. So, Pisces moon. This is similar to what I said about Scorpio moon, where it's not the easiest moon sign to have. Some of the positive attributes of this are definitely going to be incredible intuitive abilities. Like, my goodness. For any place for Pisces to be, besides maybe Mercury or Neptune, has got to be probably the most intuitive placement that you can have. I know a lot of Pisces moons that just hear things, that see things, that get images and psychic messages all the time, and it can make them feel a little bit crazy. It's definitely a lot to integrate and to take into your soul and your emotional body. Pisces is kind of infinite waters in the sense that you keep going and there's more and more, and it's all revealed to you. So when that is your moon sign, you have a depth and range of emotion that is really endless. Now, again, this can be channeled to intuitive, psychic, and creative purposes. I know that it is an overwhelming placement. And if you have this moon sign, I'm sure that you have broken down crying and just feeling, and you had to cancel plans and change things around just because you need a second to breathe. And I'm talking slowly and carefully because I know that this is such a sensitive moon sign, and whenever I talk about these things, I end up channeling it through me, to the best of my ability, obviously. So very, 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 very sensitive. What I mean by that is, like, you're not even consciously aware of all the things that are affecting you at any given time. It could be like a certain smell or a sound that you heard but didn't even think about, or the way that the colors in the room look, or the way that the breeze hits you, or how other people are making you feel. And typically it's all of these things happening all at once, and you're channeling it through your emotional body. So it's a challenge. My advice for Pisces moon is to go slow, to slow things down, because when it's going so rapidly, all of these different aspects of your consciousness, it's going to feel a lot like chaos. But if you can find some kind of stillness within the eye of the storm, that's where you're really going to get a lot of your peace and solace from. When you can not experience all of those sensations personally and emotionally, but when you can be an observer, that will actually make you feel pretty emotionally engaged and involved instead of being kind of a victim to everything that's going on. I think I talked about this in one of my other videos, but with the water signs, Pisces doesn't have any protection. Cancer has a shell and Scorpio has a weapon, but Pisces is very vulnerable and can oftentimes feel like they are just at the behest of the universe and the world around them, and that they are victims in a sense, and they have no control over their lives. These are things that are going to send you spiraling emotionally. And it's important for you, Pisces moon, to remember that You are in control of your own life. And if it seems that other things are pushing and pulling you around, it's not just you. That is a common thing, even if it happens to you more than other people. And while you can't necessarily stop that from happening, what you can do is have trust. That's the most important thing in the process. If you're getting pushed and pulled, tell yourself, okay, it's for a reason. I know that this is happening for a good reason. I know that there is a positive intention behind what's happening to me right now. That kind of mindset will help you process things a lot better. You care very, very deeply about everyone and everything. It's impossible for you to spend any moment of your life not feeling anything, which is really beautiful for other people. I say this a lot about Pisces energy. Everyone loves Pisces energy, but it's hard to be a Pisces energy. Just know that when you have a Pisces moon, you provide this endless wealth of emotional support and knowledge and understanding to everyone that you encounter. You would be exceptional at social work or therapy or just listening to people and hearing their stories and really genuinely caring. You're typically a really good listener. If your inner world isn't totally clogged up with everything that's going on, you tune into things so gently with such sensitivity and care for other people. And it's very beautiful, the service that you provide for this world. And the emotions that you have are almost dreamy and imaginative, and they're swirling all around you. It's something that not everyone's going to understand about you, how you experience the world. It's going to be so unique. It's almost going to be like synesthesia, except it's an emotional experience, and everything around you develops different things. Anything that you're eating or you're listening to, you're experiencing it in multiple sensations. And this is, again, not always the easiest thing to tackle. If you have a Pisces moon, you're incredibly gifted, and this was given to you as an opportunity to really connect with spirit and with your reality on a unique level, where you're able to kind of peel back certain layers and gain intuitive knowledge that other people simply don't have access to. So if you're a Pisces moon, I recommend sharing your experience with other people about how you relate to the universe and your emotions and all that. It really will provide a lot of insight to other people. Like, you can see into other realms and pull things in from that, whether you recognize that that's what's happening or not. That's just my interpretation. Like, there's this otherworldly aspect going on, and you might get completely lost in it. You know, Pisces can represent dreams and illusions and this mystical quality. So you're probably living in your own world and your own emotional landscape that is very almost alien, you know? It's like you live on your own planet, even though we're all living on the same planet. That's how Pisces feels to me. So inside, that's what you need. That's what you feel. And what you need to feel nurtured is for other people to accept you. If you can go in and be like, oh my God, like, I kept hearing these voices, or I saw this thing, or I kept seeing 1111 everywhere, or hey guys, I wear blue every single Monday because that's what I've been told in my head. Like, you can probably pop off with some really interesting ideas and how you need to exist. And if other people can just embrace you and accept that, that's really what you need. Like, if you know someone in your life that's a Pisces rising, don't judge them. Listen to them. Their experiences, while they might feel really unreal to you, are totally real to them. And that's what Pisces struggles with, is because people accuse them of being lost in their imagination, but it's so real to them. And the imagination and reality aren't that different in terms of vibration, and they definitely intertwine. So anyways, if you know someone like that, please just accept them and listen to them. They're coming from a really good, caring space. They want to bring this very passionate, loving, sensitive energy to the world. And it's difficult right now to exist in that way. Pisces moon is someone that's going to feel really vulnerable and get hurt really easily. And probably they're going to end up isolating themselves, and especially their emotional body. They're going to learn not to share that, and it's what they're supposed to do. So that's really sad. So emotionally, Pisces moon, you need to share your emotions with other people. Try to do it constructively if you can, but like, it's okay to just unleash it. Pisces often feels guilty for being the ocean that they are, but it is who you are. And there are going to be people that are totally cool with it and inspired by it. You could meet an earth sign person who has no fucking feelings ever, and they meet you and you totally bring them to life. You know, you never know who you're going to affect and who you're going to change and influence. And you have a really beautiful energy, so don't always isolate that. But at the same time, you're going to need to isolate yourself at times to calm yourself down and not feel so much, to feel that you can just breathe and exist. This is a very heavy, intense moon sign. It can be incredibly healing. You probably have a lot of gifts of healing and light work and have some sort of new age spiritual abilities, whether you're aware of them or not. You really need to express yourself creatively. That's something that's going to nurture you as well. And to be able to imagine, like, creativity helps you because all these dreamscapes that you're conjuring all the time, if you can make them physical and even just paint a picture of what you've been thinking about or dreaming about, it makes it more real and tangible for you, and it helps you feel grounded. Pisces moon needs to be surrounded by peace and gentleness and sensitivity. If people are yelling around you all the time or really angry or abusing you, you're gonna go to the depths, and you're probably gonna do some things to hurt yourself, because Pisces can really fall into those cycles if they're not careful. So what I suggest to you is to be really calculating. Not that that is necessarily a Pisces trait, but try to be really aware of your surroundings and the environments that you put yourself in. Think of your moon and your emotions as like a child, and you really want to comfort it, and you won't just place it down in a really negative space. You want to put it in places that you know nurture you. If you have a meditation group or a yoga group or a certain hiking trail or certain friends that always make you feel good, or pets or anything, place yourself there, and Pisces will absorb all that goodness, and you're going to be filled with good emotions swirling around everywhere. And avoid the places that make you feel negative. And you're going to know who and what makes you feel any kind of way. You have all that knowledge within you. It's just maybe you don't stop and take a second to actually think about it and, you know, love yourself enough to make those kind of decisions to cut ties or make new bonds that you need to. I don't know why I am so somber. It's very snowy. I just am aware of the fact that this is a very intense moon sign to deal with. If anyone wants to talk to me about it further, that would be great. I've only talked for 14 minutes, and there's so much that I'm missing. Everyone experiences their moon on a really personal level, and it depends on every other aspect of your chart and where it is in your houses and what it's aspecting and all of that. So I'm just giving really general descriptions out here, just in case it helps anyone understand themselves better. Much love to all of you Pisces moons. Peace.